Butternut squash, level 1. In this video, you will learn how to prepare a simple but delicious butternut squash linguine. Before you get started, you will need olive oil, freshly chopped sage, a 2-pound butternut squash, 1 yellow onion, 2 garlic cloves, red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, vegetable broth, and a pack of whole grain linguine. Begin by carefully peeling the squash. Once that's done, cut it in half and scoop out the scraggly bits. You will then want to cut up the squash into half-inch cubes so that it doesn't take 6 years to cook. Next, crush 2 garlic cloves and mince. Before prepping the onion, be sure to put on some goggles, otherwise this may turn into a very sad meal. Chop the onion into bits and toss that in with the squash in a mixing bowl. Last but not least, pull off all the leaves on your sage, give it the old slice and dice, and put it aside. Now that the produce has been prepped, let's move over to the stovetop. In a deep pan, add 2 spoons of olive oil. Once it gets all hot and bothered, toss in your fine sage. After a few minutes, once the sage has begun to crisp, scrape it out of the pan into a small bowl. Add some salt for some reason. Next, take your mixing bowl of squash, onion, and garlic and dump it into the pan. Let it sit there for a while until the onion starts to go clear. It's time for the broth. Pour 2 cups of that vegetable juice into the pan. Bring to a boil and then set it to simmer. At this time, you can start getting the pasta ready. Read the instructions on the box to make the pasta if you don't know how. Everyone knows how to make pasta though. Before dumping out the pasta juice, using a Pyrex measuring cup, take out at least half a cup of that pasta juice. Then go ahead and strain the pasta. After simmering for about 20 minutes, take the pan on the stove and toss all of that into a blender. Puree. Once it looks like baby food, put the pasta back into the pan and smother all of the onion squash sauce onto the pasta. Add pasta juice to achieve the desired consistency. When plating, make sure to add the crispy sage, a touch of salt, and pepper. Bon appetit!